Walking through a library, sometimes I wonder how much space a building full of books would take on a hard drive. Not like file size, but literal space. Obviously, files have to take physical space somewhere, otherwise hard drives wouldn't exist. A hard drive stores data on spinning magnetic disks. Each platter is divided into concentric circles called tracks, and then again into sectors. We're going to oversimplify the messy, fragmented world of real data, the mess that file systems make, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm using the average track width and length from a Toshiba X300 5TB drive. We've hand-waved so much, the math becomes simple. A text copy of Pride and Prejudice takes up about 0.013 millimeters squared. A DVD would take up about 79 millimeters squared, and a fresh install Windows 11 would take up about 500 millimeters squared. That's just slightly larger than a quarter. This is a disgusting oversimplification, and I've linked a more in-depth analysis of this sort of stuff in the pinned comment. But what if you use a solid-state drive? NAND stores data in cells that sometimes can store multiple bits of information, and newer chips actually can arrange these in 3 dimensions. I'm going to use a chart I found online published in 2022. We can take the average of these density numbers and use that. Pride and Prejudice now takes up 0.00057 millimeters squared, about 4 times the size of a red blood cell. The DVD takes up 3.5 millimeters squared, and Windows 11 takes up 22.8 millimeters squared. So now, when someone asks you how big a file is, you can laugh to yourself because technically you can answer in something absurd like squared microfurlongs. It's just something to think about, I guess.